Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you for joining me wherever you're joining me. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. And if you're joining me on the YouTube channel, you know what to do. It's another day. It's a Tuesday. And as all of the reckoning comes down for John Gruden, as well it should, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have announced that they are going to take him out of the Ring of Honor, which I still contend I don't know why he was ever in the Ring of Honor, because you're the coach of a team that wins a championship doesn't mean that you were a good coach. I digress. There's been talk from the Players Association. They want all of the other hundreds of thousands of emails to be released from the NFL. I doubt that ever happens, because I'm pretty sure this is not an isolated incident. I'm pretty sure that would paint a lot of owners and other GMs in a negative light. The NFL wants you to focus on John Gruden because that's the scapegoat. He has been chosen as the let's give them some meat so that they can all devour that meat and be satisfied, so that they don't look at the entire the issue over here. You know what it's like? It's like the story that you heard about players who are owed millions upon millions of dollars, and then promoters coming to them with a briefcase with $200,000 or $300,000 in it and going, here, take this. Because they see that cash right there in front of them, they're willing to forego all the money that they don't see. And that's what this situation seems like to me. So if you think that the NFL is about to sit out here and let you go through all their dirty laundry, you got another thing coming. Unless there is some type of legal federal mandate or whatever, unless the government is somehow getting involved in this, you're probably not going to see all of those emails come out of the NFL. But I want to turn my attention to the NBA, and I want to talk about selfishness, because I think sometimes, rightfully so, we get confused when we talk about the word selfish. This person's selfish, that person's selfish. Sometimes selfish can be good. Sometimes you want a player to be selfish, right? So, for me, example, I'm pro player. I never want a player to take a dime less than what they're owed, than what they can make. You know why? Because I understand that that professional sports is not a 30-year career, at least not as a player. I understand that there's a finite amount of time that you can make money. And quite honestly, these teams, when they are done with you, they are done with you. See Russell Westbrook. When they want you to go, they'll make it seem as if you're the person that wanted to go. They'll make it seem as if you're the person that wanted everything to happen the way it happened. They won't look at it and go, oh, well, we wanted him to go. He wanted to go, so we're good. No, that's not how it works. So sometimes when it's time to get your money, get your money. Now, once you have your money, everything else is selfish. Everything else is selfish, and not in a good way. I believe players should be selfish when it comes to getting their money. Once they get their money, everything else associated with that team is selfish. Oh, you want to be traded because your team's not winning enough? That's selfish. You know what I like about LeBron James? Never demanded a trade. You know why? Because he knows he's the person that makes it happen. So when his time is up in whatever place he's in, he leaves. He doesn't have to worry about being traded. He doesn't have to ask for a trade. I don't like how Anthony Davis handled the situation in New Orleans. I think if you're Anthony Davis, you knew New Orleans was going nowhere when you re-up for that first contract. So the fact that you had to manufacture a way out of town, I don't roll with it. And I'm a Lakers fan. I'm happy AD's a Laker, but I don't get down with that. That's not cool to me. I don't like the way James Harden rolled. I don't like the way Kyrie Irving has ever rolled when it's come to going from one place to another. That's not how I get down. I don't ride with it. That's selfish to me. Because you, as a player in the NBA, have the opportunity to set your own path when you are a free agent. Once you make that choice and you're selfish, hopefully, and get as much money as you can, okay, now it's time to rock until the next time you come up. It's not the team's fault that you chose to go with them and they're a losing team because they had the most cap room. That's the manipulation at a level I can't get down with. But be selfish when it's time to get your money. Once you get your money, okay, time to think about how I can make this team the best I can while I'm here. Ben Simmons has his money. He was paid, even though, in my opinion, he had not earned superstar status. He was paid like a superstar. That is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has been criticized, not because Ben Simmons can't play defense, not because Ben Simmons can't dribble, not because Ben Simmons can't finish at the basket. He has been criticized because he can't shoot. Not only can he not shoot from the field, he refuses to shoot from the field. Not only can he not shoot free throws, but it limits his aggressiveness to the basket because he can't shoot free throws. So if you got a guy like Ben Simmons sitting over here being criticized, he's being criticized for legitimate reasons. And with big money comes big responsibility. So Ben Simmons sitting back, hearing all of this criticism, says, I want out. I want to go somewhere else. I don't want to have to deal with all of this criticism that I'm receiving about my play. Even though the criticism is warranted. Dude, you make over $100 million. You should be you should be willing to shoot the ball. You should be willing to shoot the ball for over $100 million. So he wants out. Goes about it in the absolute worst way you can possibly go about it. Makes it seem as if, oh, I'm not coming back. And then starts to burn the place down. Then he wants to come back? Oh my gosh. The level of selfishness with this. Because now he's losing money. You know what I would respect it? I would have respected if he said, I don't care about that money. I'm not coming back. But no, they started gutting that paycheck. They started taking those dollars away, and now he's coming back. You know what I would do if I was Joel Embiid, who felt betrayed, and he should have? If I'm Joel Embiid, yeah, come on back, Ben Simmons. Come on back and play. Every time Ben Simmons does something, every time he does something that does not help the team on the court, I would address it in the media. I would make his life so uncomfortable until he is willing to walk away from the money in order to be traded. Oh, no. You're not going to come back and just play for me after you essentially said we all bums and and we don't deserve your services anyway. Now, that's not how this works. Ben Simmons is selfish. That is selfishness. Because Philadelphia has done nothing but try to embrace him. And this is a Philadelphia fan base that were making excuses for Ben Simmons, and that's a fan base that normally does not make excuses for players. They were making excuses for Ben Simmons on why he was. I've had epically long conversations with my boy Malik about Malik Span from Blitz Magazine, shout out, about Ben Simmons. And Malik used to be like, but he's right there. He just gotta, he can. And I'm like, nah, man, he's not it. Because he doesn't have it here and he doesn't have it here. That's where he needs to have it at. He doesn't have it. He doesn't love the game. The game is something he did because he was big and athletic and he knew that was the way to make money. People pushed him towards it all of his life, most likely, but he never loved it. So now in times like this, after he already has his money, and if he played his cards right, would have the opportunity to re-up 2 to 3 more times for another few $100 million more dollars. Even with that, he can't come to an understanding that this is how the business works, and now I got to do what I got to do to keep the money right. That is in complete contrast to the situation that Kyrie Irving finds himself in now. People are calling Kyrie Irving selfish. Two things can be true, by the way, because I've heard people come to Kyrie Irving's defense talking about all the things he does off the court that are not selfish. That's great. But you cannot say someone's not selfish in their actions on the court by their actions off the court. Those are two different conversations. Here's what I will tell you. Is what Kyrie Irving doing selfish? Yes. Does he believe he's doing the best thing for his safety and his family's safety? If the answer in his mind is yes, then it doesn't matter what you and I think about the selfishness. This is a health issue. This isn't a money issue or I don't want to play for this team issue. This is a health issue. If Kyrie Irving really believes, if he truly believes it, hey, this vaccine is dangerous, or I don't know enough about it, I don't feel comfortable. Like, if that's the way he truly feels, then the answer is simple. Yes. That's not selfish. As much as we might think it's selfish, it's not. And you know why it's not selfish? Here's the number one reason why it's not selfish. Because he is not trying to get that money. If Kyrie Irving is willing to let go $19 million this year in order to not play because he feels as if this is not in the best interest, then that's what he's going to do. Simple and plain. There's nothing to think about. If he thinks that it's in the best interest, then that's what he's going to do. You can't be mad at him for it. At the end of the day, we have to understand that not everybody thinks the same. But once you're willing to eliminate money from the equation, if someone's willing to lose their job over not getting vaccinated, how can we tell them they're stupid? Even if we don't agree. Now, I don't agree. But that's because I feel like you should get vaccinated. So my thoughts, my logic is skewed within there. But what Kyrie Irving is doing, please understand this. It's not the same. Is it selfish in the definition of it? Absolutely it is. Is it the same type of selfish as Ben Simmons? No, not even close. Whenever Kyrie Irving decides to get vaccinated, or whenever he decides that he wants to come back to the team in whatever capacity that is, I would welcome him back with open arms because I understand what he's doing. But Ben Simmons, he can't play with me anymore. Absolutely not. Because I don't get down with that type of selfishness. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. You do this thing a few times a week. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. If you're joining me on the channel, you know what to do. Till mañana. Peace.